So over the past summer, I was started coming back to church with some friends and coming here. And from coming to church in the beginning of June to the end of July, that was the difference. So I got saved at the end of July. I think what did it was after going through a whole school year, being in college and just being able to have the freedom to experience my own choices and also receiving the consequences of said things. I just saw a wider range of things I didn't do right or things I could have done better, and I saw how desperate I was for something, and I was trying to fill a very big void that was created for a long time, and I just filled it with the wrong things. And by coming to church over the summer, I was able to learn and realize that God is way bigger than all these things, and that the person I was can be changed. I wasn't stuck being who I was, and that the Lord could do something with my life, and I truly needed the help that only He could provide. And I think that's what truly brought me to surrender, because I don't know, without the effects of last school year and then just reaching out for help, I don't even know where I'd be. I feel like there's two ways to say that answer, because in a thinking logical sense, I guess, I'm the person I used to be. I feel like I was happy. I feel like I was confident, and I was doing all the things I wanted to do. And so I will definitely say I was me, myself, and I person. And I will say one of the biggest differences by coming to Christ is that I've learned that it's not just about me, but it's not just about the people I love in my circle either, but it's about everybody else, and seeing a bigger picture, that I can meet somebody random and still show them kindness or show them care and love without it being too personal, and that's still a way of reflecting how the Lord has worked in my heart. So I'm humbling myself more, and I'm being a servant to others more, because the world doesn't revolve around one person. And so that's a really big lesson I've learned. There's tangible things that I can say I am working on, and things that I have overcome through with the help of Christ, that I didn't do in the past. I will say one of the biggest examples is cursing, and I feel like I used to have a sailor's mouth, at least for me, and now it's the thought of cursing, it makes me want to cringe. And when I do, I'm oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Lord. I don't so it's something work in progress, but it has gotten way better. Ask anybody who really knew me. And so things like that, where there's been a change in my heart, where I don't want to do it because I feel the need for myself. Do it to please the Lord, because I want to live a life pleasing to Him now. Jesus just sitting arms wide open with a smile on his face, just waiting for you. And I love that image, because it reminds me that no matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter who you are, no matter what the things you have done in your past, is the Lord is waiting for you with open arms, ready to receive you and pour into you. There are so many more things far bigger than the things we do individually on this earth, and that there is so much life to live once you learn who you are and finding your identity through Him. And it's overwhelming, and it's crazy, but don't give up and don't lose hope, and He will reveal Himself to you. He will make Himself known if you start looking. Yes. I want to thank, first and foremost, Sarah Langevin, and just the college and career group, and the Jamesons, because over the summer I was able to be surrounded by them, and also so grateful that they met me with truth regardless of the questions I asked, and they were always ready and able to answer the questions I had. Even if they didn't have an answer, they were like, I'll see it. I'll see about it, or that's a really great question. They were just open to having conversations with me, and they met me where I was. And regardless, like, they were so open to who I was, and especially coming to church, not like coming to church, not even believing in what I now believe, and just willing to just sit with me and teach me and pour into me in ways I didn't even realize what was happening until it was happened, and I was like, oh my gosh. I really do appreciate my mom, because I grew up going to like Catholic school, so coming to church, it wasn't new information that Jesus was real and he died on the cross, like all of that stuff, like I knew already. It was just, I know of a God and I knew who Jesus was. It was the intimate relationship that I missed out on. And honestly, just like the Redemption Church community, because I felt welcome from the start I was here. Even if I was like antsy, I always felt like I could just be here and it'd be fine, like regardless of what was going on. I was never like truly alone here. So yeah. I will say the hardest thing about taking these classes is sometimes feeling the inspiration and motivation to be bold in those moments in class, because I want to take classes like that because it's interesting, but now I'm also in the position to meet truth to say lies, or meet truth to something that may sound a little wonky sometimes, or even just being a light in a space where other students at my school don't know Christ or definitely reject him. So pray for me to be bold, I guess, in class, and I just pray to prioritize him in all the things that I do, because life gets really busy. So yeah. It's Isaiah 41:10, and it says, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be afraid, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, I will help you, I will hold on to you with my righteous right hand."